Legend Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as Khemri going up against Thoric Ironbrow. We've got a sort of an unusual army. I don't normally see someone send something like this in, where it's just about all fast units apart from the Screaming Skull catapults. And the fact that we're going up against the Dwarfs here means that I can actually use the speed to our advantage, as long as it's not a choke point map, which I actually haven't had a look at yet. Come on, don't be a choke point map. Okay, it's not the biggest map ever, but it's at least open space, so we can maneuver around a little bit. Missile units will make that a little bit difficult, but we can work around that. He's been caught in force march, so we will lose quite a bit of speed permanently throughout the battle. As for the Screaming Skull catapult, since I won't be able to withdraw them from the battlefield, I'm not going to be able to save that. There is no way we can save it. This is an anchor onto our speedboat. It's just a weakness. It's clearly there for Siege Attacker, I get it. But I can't save it, I don't think. Anyway, let's just jump in here and see what we can do. I'm not here to save the entire army, especially if you just can't do it. Because, yeah, the problem with the Screaming Skull catapults, right? It's a good unit, do a lot of damage, but it can't outrun the Dwarves. And if I keep all of these units here to try to protect it, well then everyone is going to die, because these units here are not supposed to defend positions. That's not what they're good for. They're attackers. Fast units, cavalry speaking, are supposed to penetrate enemy positions, harass, that kind of stuff. Their job is not to hold the line. Maybe the Ushabti could a little bit, but not against all of this. Alright, so I think with the Screaming Skull catapults, they can't hide anywhere. The best I can do is just try to put them in the corner here and just hope that they maybe don't come after us too hard. Alright, now got a whole bunch of different types of cavalry here, which, you know, we can make work. Okay, the first thing I think we should do is try to use the Ushabti to try to take out their missile units, because that's what's going to give us the biggest problem. Keep all the Ushabti together. Keep the horses together. And keep the chariots together. Okay. I don't think I need to use a control group, but I will if things start to get a little bit micro-intensive. Yeah, it should be fine. Doesn't have any special abilities on this dude. Okay, so first step, use the Ushabti, try to get rid of as many of the quarrelers as possible, because it's going to severely limit our mobility out here. They've got a catapult, but I don't see it being that much of a problem, especially if they're going to shoot at Ushabti. That's just not going to do much damage. I'll try to get at the catapult if I can, but my top priority right now is getting rid of the quarrelers. As for Thoric Ironbrow, the best thing that we can do with him is just ignore him. Lord sniping in this situation here would be a complete fucking waste of time, because he just takes so much to kill. So they're mostly ignoring us at the moment. Even with these guys here, like if we have a little look at his resistances, 25% physical, 15% missile resistance. Yeah, I'd say just ignore him. They're leaving the grudge throwers poorly defended over here. Now we need to be shooting at quarrelers. Alright, you guys start coming around here. But yeah, in this sort of situation here, since we have the mobility advantage, a big mobility advantage, we need to make sure that we spread out. You know, when you don't have mobility advantage, you want to be keeping all your forces together. But when you've got the advantage of speed, you want to be going out all over the place and giving them no clear idea of what you're trying to do, because you can react to things way faster than they can. And that's what it all comes down to, the ability of your army, not the player, to react to things. Because, you know, it doesn't matter how good your micro is, if your army is full of zombies, you can't catch up to cavalry. It's just not possible, right? So they're going to dictate the engagements. But in this case here, we can dictate the engagements. And we're going to do that. Okay, Slayers have a speed of 40 with speed 54. We can't get too close to them because they will be a problem with that speed because of how exhausted our guys are. So we're taking some damage over here, but no casualties. We're not getting Realm of Souls or Sharpty. I don't think we've got 500 troops. Maybe in total we've got 500. Okay. Like I said, there's no hope for the Screaming Skull catapults, and if you can't save something, the more you try to save it, the worse off you're going to be. So we'll do as much damage as we can, and then just, you know, I just can't withdraw it from the battlefield. Just can't. They're shooting from that distance. The best we can hope to do is try to lure them elsewhere. Okay, don't want to be fighting Thorek. Let's try to get out of there. At least we broke them. Kind of. Like I said, I could bring these guys over here to shoot him, but I just don't think it's worth it. He just uses up so much ammo. Alright, now these ones here. If we could shoot Iron Breakers, could be a good use of our ammo. Gotta try to get this one here off the battlefield. So we've already done a decent amount of damage with the Sharpty Great Bows. Okay, we can't outrange the Quarrelers, but we can maybe charge into them if they're isolated. Which, spreading them out over here is pretty good. That's pretty isolated over there. You know what? Let's go over there and maybe we can save it. Since it's isolated, I'm going to swing around over this way. They went back to the artillery. Watch out for Slayers. There's a Thorek over here. Also, it's on very hard battle difficulty, just in case you weren't sure. Difficulty modifier 8. So yeah, I'm going to try and get over there and save the artillery, just because it's isolated. If they sent loads of forces over there, I would have not bothered. Okay, you guys come back around over here. So what we want to do here is try to make use of our ammunition before we go into melee. At all. If possible. Okay, you two. You lot. Take out these two. Don't worry about shooting them. The skeleton archer chariots are still anti-infantry in melee, and they're fairly isolated, though watch out. You gotta be quick. The thing is, no fight with the dwarf is quick unless you've got rattling guns. So just keep them moving. The thing about the Quarrelers is they don't ever enter skirmish mode when the AI is controlling them. And so they won't run away from you when you're charging, which is usually a way to stop them from shooting, getting a volley in. You can see us sluggishly moving over here. Okay, we've got incoming over there. There's a slate. No, just walk forwards. You can run out away from them. Alright, I think this is going pretty well so far, just due to the AI just not really knowing where they should be attacking, which is exactly what we want them to be doing, or not doing. Okay, just hold your fire, maybe move back a little bit more. Okay, did a decent amount of damage, but I feel like I need to pull out now. Okay, more crawlers over there, shoot them. I really gotta keep an eye on everything. Okay, come on chariots. Sometimes you gotta give the move order multiple times to get them to really move, otherwise they just be like, oh, you gave us an order? Nah. Nah, I don't need to listen to that. What are you, the general? What do you know? You ain't the boss of me. Okay, we got Slayers incoming here. And yeah, problem when fighting dwarfs, just they refuse to break. Slayers over there, it's a bit of a problem. I need to shoot them. So I'm kind of trying to save the artillery, but if I can't save it, I can't save it. It's important to know. Not worth sacrificing the rest of the army to save a unit that basically just can't move. Okay, that artillery, I don't think they're really... Oh no, they're still kind of using it. I need to get over there and try to stop them. Those Slayers are going to be a problem for us, but they should really be sort of like the last things we deal with. Oh god, I need to get over here and shoot these guys. Get out of the way, out of the way. I really wish we weren't on force march. Oh, come on, they're not in skirmish mode. What's going on here? Bloody sluggish movement. Oh, there's a whole bunch of terrain here I can't move on. I didn't realize that. I didn't lose much. Don't fight that. I'm gonna get caught over here if we're not careful. Okay, well at least this Screaming Skull catapult used up pretty much all of its ammo, so we've got to be grateful for that. This battle is getting a bit messy now, which is to be expected. I think the bounce power might be in our favor, but let's keep trying to fight it well like this. We're not taking much damage and we're dishing out a lot. Good, that's it. Shoot this one. You, go take that out. Trying to get around these giant Slayers without taking too much damage, but goddamn do I wish you weren't on force march. But it wouldn't be a disaster battle if we didn't have some kind of disadvantage. It's weird they're not going to there. We're getting a little bit stuck here. And like I said, I can't withdraw this one from the battlefield. You guys are gonna have to come back around over here, charge into that. Trying to shoot these damn Slayers, we just don't have that much damage output. That's it. So what's going on here? It's a bit weird. Bow to me. So many kills did I end up getting? I did alright, not so many kills, but it essentially took out a full unit's worth of health. And how are we going with the Sharpty? Yeah, they're doing okay. Don't stand the fight for too long there. Now, do you know why we send in all of the chariots into one unit, even though it blobs up? It's to try to cause as much morale penalty as possible so that there's a chance of breaking them, also to stun lock them. You want to get out of there fairly quickly. You don't just want to send one unit into charge, because it's not going to have a very high impact. Okay, all three of these Ushabti should be able to take on those Dwarf Warriors fairly easily. If this keeps up, I might actually be able to save the Screaming Skull catapults. Maybe. Just gotta keep luring the enemy away from them. Good, that unit of Slayers got wrecked without dishing out too much damage. Let's wait for them to come over here. Alright, these cavalry here should have no trouble taking out this dwarf unit, that miners. Okay, now we've had a lot of damage done to the skeleton archer chariots, but they haven't taken too many casualties, so it might be a good idea to just not send them into fight for a little bit, because we might be able to get the army losses without any more casualties, so that way they actually recover on the campaign map quite quickly. Yeah, they're mostly ignoring them now because they're just not worth much balance of power. Try to get around here, charge into its rear. And yeah, it didn't do much damage, that's good. Okay, I'm just going to charge in with that one. So we'll have 4 Ushabti units smashing into this. Good, we've killed off at least half of their army now. Good, it's not doing much damage. Alright. Next up, take out that archer there. Try to ignore the iron breakers. That'll just be like bashing your head against a brick wall. Or an iron wall, I guess. This one here, just not doing much damage. That's good. It's on very hard battle difficulty as well. Once these guys have run out of ammo, we have to use them in melee. But if we charge enough of our guys in here, we might be able to break that. Cool, so that Dwarf warrior broke, and it only did 800 damage, which is nothing. Let's think a little bit. What about that? Come over here. Check for the quarrelers. Oh, this one here is really close to death.
Legend, they're already dead.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Freaking giant slayers coming up this way. Okay, I'm gonna tell these ones here to stop shooting because I think we're gonna need to use their ammunition on these giant slayers here because they've only got a little bit left. Yeah, just bring them over here. Alright, now, let's try to get rid of these slayers, because even if we win the battle, we still have to deal with that. So far, we've taken 43 casualties. Most of their army's gone, but we have lost a lot of our bounce power because a lot of it was tied up in ammunition. Yeah, this ammo here is not the best to use on them, because they're not wearing any armor. Okay, the iron breaker's going down slowly. That was always going to do a fair bit of damage. There's no stopping that. Okay, I'm going to take these Ushabti and try to hit those quarrelers, because they're still in pretty good shape. Unlike these ones. But we'll get them to use up their ammo on this. And that iron breaker is just not going down. Get out of here. That's why Iron Breakers are such a good unit. They pin you down until more damage dealing units get in the way. Oh, this bloody happens. Alright, need to lure them away because there's a bunch of guys stuck there. Yeah, they just ignore it. The order to escape. But overall, our units are fine. And this one here hasn't done that much damage. But Iron Breaker's always going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, go for that one first. Any chance you can try to get away? You should be able to outrun the dwarf, especially since they're just walking now. And they're just as tired as we are. Still a few quarrelers around. Oh, shit. Come on, get out of there. God, he dies quick. Come on, move. My bad there, that wasn't so good. Okay, put them at fire. We've got to get rid of these damn slayers. Okay, that's working over there, I think.
Move, slaves!
And yeah, use up the last of our ammo on that, if we can. Okay, we didn't take too much damage on that, but we can't just charge in there, because there's other units in there, especially Thorek. It'd just be a bad trade-off. Okay, we are running out of ammo. We're definitely not going to be able to wipe out the whole thing with what we've got left. I'm hoping army losses isn't too far away. This one here really should be shooting at things like longbeards. Something with armor. Good, they're pulling away their other units, so we can go back in there now. Take out the archers. Alright, I'm just about spent on ammo. There we go, that's it. That's the last of our ammo. Apart from this one over here, which I don't know if I want to use that on the Slayers. Just don't worry about focusing on them. Just run away from them for the time being. Okay, with the chariots, let's come over here and clear out the stragglers. Like this one, maybe not that one. And Iron Breakers, I don't know. They're... Okay, get away from Thorek. Because yeah, he'll kill them really quickly. Get him out. Yeah, managed to break them. I think we're close to victory. I'm not sure. Not without a bounce of power. I guess we really need to get the army losses without fighting Thorek, because he could potentially kill off our entire army by himself. He's very strong. Okay, yeah, you go over there. We might actually get through this with this one surviving. Oh, you know what? What if we use this ammunition on here? On Thorek? Maybe. Because he's worth a lot of bounce of power, but we don't necessarily have to kill him for that bounce of power to go down. Yeah, cycle charging against him is not going to work either. Take out these archers here first. Okay, a few units going down, that's good. Good. Alright, that was broken. Run it down, but this one over here, wanted to try focus on Thorek. We'll see if it just does any serious damage to him. Because he's going to be 40% resistant to it. We don't have any magic attacks in the entire army anyway, so no matter what we do, it's always going to be resistant to it. But let's just see. Try and pierce his armor. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's about as good as we really could hope to do, dish out damage to him. Not gonna get much better than that. Alright, well, we still have a few units over here we're going to get rid of. Maybe we should send everything that we've got over here to actually take out the giant slayers. Most of their missile units have been dealt with. Because like I said, we've got to deal with them at some point. Might as well do it now. Just send everything that we've got at them to try to sunlock them. So, still got a few volleys left. It's, you know, it's not going to kill him, but it might win us the battle. Well, that unit's isolated, now's our best chance. I think all the chariot, I think these 4 chariots here should be the first ones in. Because they've got the highest health. Good, nice and accurate at short range. Good movement. Right, here we go. Still a coral unit left. I'm trying to get over here. Well, that just means they didn't brace, but that wasn't really much of a charge either. And yeah, we got to keep moving, let the other one charge in. God, being on force march sucks. Snuff, get out of that, get out of that. Just can't. Not gonna break him. I was just hoping I'd dish out a little bit more damage than that. That's all.
Come now.
This one here's in real bad shape. Can we get it out before it starts crumbling? So far, no units have been wiped out, and I want to try to keep it that way. But you got to move faster. They've probably got a little bit of health left. Okay, keep these ones out. That's actually done quite a bit of damage to Thorek. Still got a few volleys left. Alright, we got to separate them. We don't want to charge in there, especially with those, what's it called? With the, Slayers in there. Because there's still a few of them remaining. Even if each of them don't have much health left. They just do so much damage to cavalry and chariots. And our friggin' charge was like a wet noodle. There was absolutely no point sitting around trying to recover fatigue either. When you're caught in force march, you're always going to be tired. Just hoping that doing this damage here might cause the army losses. But I don't think we're there yet. Alright. Gotta try to pull them away a little bit. Oh, that's it. And now we just gotta try to make do with what we got.
Carrion Lord.
I wonder if just charging all in might actually work.
We march.
They don't seem to want to separate. Alright, let's do it. At least Storek's not here. We're probably going to end up taking a lot of damage. Try to keep these two out of it, but keep them close by so that we've got local superiority, so that we can at least try to get the army losses. Just get them to break. But yeah, we're going to need everyone over here. Luckily, Thorek's pretty damn slow, so he's not going to be able to respond in time. So yeah, these here, they'll stay close by, but not actually launch the attack. Unless it's like on something that's clearly vulnerable and we absolutely need them to. They're the giant slayers. That's actually what I want to be aiming for first, since they have to be dealt with. No choice in that matter. Actually starting to separate themselves a little bit. And you can see here, they just wreck the chariots so quickly. They just dish out so much damage. There's just nothing we can do about that, though. Come in. They're going down, but they're dishing damage out real quick. Try to get this one out if I can.
Go!
Only a handful of the giant slayers left. Okay, pull out of that now if we can. We need to get that charge bonus, and it would have been lost by now. Come on. Unfortunately, pulling them out can be a bit of a pain. But otherwise, we're just sitting there to their advantage. It's not good. Almost got them sorted over here. Freaking 10 slayers. Okay, so only dwarf warriors there, not a big deal. Okay, you charge into this. Same with you. I think this one here is going to die if I don't get it out. They will not die. Goddamn slayers can be a pain. I'm gonna load this guy here.
Be done.
They just won't break. Still no army losses. Alright, there's only 2 slayers left. That's good. The guys are bloody running on fumes here. Okay, get all the sharpty to hit this one. It's basically the last one left. Ooh, okay. It's about dead anyway. Oh god, look at this unit. I can't withdraw it from the battlefield. Army losses just won't trigger. Alright, the slayers are finally gone. That's good. Oh, these dwarf warriors here are unbreakable. Must have a rune on them. Well, at least we get a little bit of regeneration with this. Oh, no, this unit here is gone. There's no way it's going to rally. Yeah, it's too far gone. I tried to do this without taking any units getting wiped out, but it just weren't strong enough. In fact, we haven't... Still gotta deal with Thorak. I was hoping the army lost them by now. It just hasn't happened. Alright, all their forces here are gone. I can't withdraw from the battlefield, so that's just a gone unit. Yeah, this one's gone. Alright, now how are we going to deal with Thorak? The only units I think that really stand a chance against him are actually the Ushabti. That's about it. The only ones with enough armor piercing to break through him. He's not considered infantry, so that's going to be a problem. But at least he's not unbreakable. Let's clean up all this stuff here first. Cycle charging with our Lord will not work. I don't think. Typically speaking, the dwarves are not vulnerable to cycle charging. Dwarf lords, anyway. Okay, bit of cleanup. God damn, this battle's rough. Alright, like I said, Ushabti's up first. God, these freaking iron breakers have 100 health. They just will not go away. Oh, watch out, watch out. Shit! My bad there. He's still alive. He's still alive, barely. I mean, he's not alive, but you know what I mean. Oh, God, these iron breakers. Too bad he didn't have the resurrect ability here. Oh, no, he's level 5. He wouldn't have been able to get that by now. Alright, well, let's send in the Ushabti and just hope that we can dish out enough damage. Yeah, did a lot of damage. Oh, Fabricat coming down. Get out, get out, get out. Out of the way, out of the way. Move, 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 move. Okay. This one out of the way if we can. It's about to crumble and die. We need another charge in. Go try to cycle charge to some extent. Can be a little bit derpy. Okay, good. He's the last one left. Okay, this one here is done for the battle as far as I'm concerned. Keep the general near it, because otherwise it's going to crumble. There we go, it's crumbling. Try again. But yeah, the fact that he's got Clad Crack is a big problem. He's going to keep casting that bloody spell. Get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Come on, you sluggish idiot, move! I tried. I really freaking tried. They won't freaking respond. Because they're super tired and I can't do anything about that. Come on. Take him out. Slowness as well. Well, we've got him surrounded, but he can do that every 30 seconds. He's kind of going down. Kind of. Here he comes again. Move. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god.
Oh, Legend, you're so slow.
They won't fucking do it. Get it out of the way. Alright, get these ones out of the way. Again, just for a sec. So how much damage are we doing? Oh, we're not doing much. God damn. God damn, Thorak is a pain.
Traverse, slaves!
Alright, chariots would be totally useless against him, but maybe the cavalry might do a bit better. The Ushabti were just doing absolutely fucking nothing. All we're doing is losing balance of power against him. I really should have saved some more of that ammo, because that was probably our best bet to take him out. Should have saved all our ammo for dealing with him. So far he hasn't actually dealt that much damage, but let's see. Since these are our lowest value units, and we can get more entities hitting him at once when we're using the Ushabti, and they might be a little bit more responsive to the Clad Brakak ability. Okay, move, move, move. It's coming down. Get out of the way. When you're in a blob like this, you just can't do anything about it. Look at that, just deletes that unit. We did a little bit of damage on the charge, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to overcome this. They didn't prove to be much better than the Ushabti. I really need to break him, but he's just... With the dwarfs, you just can't break them. Yeah, that's a goner. Try to get out of that. Move, 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 move. Oh, we might actually semi-dodge it this time. Go on, he's taking damage. Don't send him in, he'll die if he goes in there. I don't think we should send the chariots in, they're super derpy. Move, 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 move. Oh, I think we might have actually properly dodged it. Nice. Okay, now make sure he gets wounded, so no experience for him. Oh, that was a tough one. Jeez. So what was that? Like 2 or 3 units got wiped out? None of these sharp tier. I think it was 2 units. That was a tough fight. Yeah, make sure he doesn't get away from this. Run crowd around him to try something to be moving.
I don't get it. Why didn't he try to dodge the lightning?
Oh, whoops. But yeah, if I was to try this battle again, I would definitely spend all of their ammunition on Thorek rather than the other units. In fact, maybe that's what we should have focused on to begin with, because it turns out he was worth so much balance of power. We might have been able to inflict the army losses on some of those units. Because, yeah, I was hoping to just army loss him by just ignoring him and taking out all these other units, but it just didn't happen. But if we had taken him out with their ammunition, because they did do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, 2 units got wiped out. Maybe it would have been different, but I'm just not sure. The reason why I didn't want to do it is because he was 40% resistant to their attacks, whereas they're only 25% resistant to physical damage. But physical damage against single entities was crap. Doesn't matter, we got through it. That's the main thing there. I think the person will just be happy that the army is for the most part saved. Thorek's gone, you get to get his defeat trait, if you haven't already, which I doubt it, because he's on level 5. And here you go, have some money.
Let the living live.
And maybe next time be a little bit more cautious about force marching. Especially into enemy territory like this. That's not good. I'll just get through the rest of the turn here.
I am Cetra.
Seems like the campaign's going okay, though. Got a decent amount of territory. It's only turn 47. And yeah, you're gonna have to turn back. You can't possibly hope to attack Agral Midgard with that. There's no hope. You need to go back and recover. But you gain some levels up. And is this guy the... Who's this? This is tough. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. What you need to do is get yourself Resurrect. That would have been so helpful in this battle, especially on the Ushabti, because they got a lot of health per entity. But yeah, that could have made a big difference. But, well, you couldn't possibly have had it. I'm just saying if you work towards it, it'll make a big difference next time you're in a shit situation. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.